Just when you think you know what's going on with the game, they let you know that you really don't.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back, okay, with another Big Brother 24. Like, these are live feed updates, reviews, what have you. Y'all, this season has been crazy, okay? And today I have a very special guest with me. I told him to wait a little bit so I could talk to y'all for a little bit, but the very special guest is the one, the only. Okay, the one, the only. I know I was talking to y'all about wanting to get him on here and really having, I don't want to say we're gonna have a deep conversation about his season, okay? Because you already talked so much about him. All right, thanks, babe. But we've gotten close, and I thought it would be great to have him. So we're about to talk Big Brother. I'm really excited. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? She said, Cincinnati, Ohio, in the house. Come on, Cincinnati. Come on, Cincinnati. Wait, why is my fan not? Oh, now my fan acting like it don't want to go. Come on, I said leave out. I said leave out. All right, so what's going on with y'all? How y'all been doing? Have y'all been catching up on the feeds? I'm gonna say this before Big D comes in here. One, we gonna set some ground rules over here. Let me put this over here. We're gonna set some ground rules, y'all. One, let's do what the busy bees do, and let's be respectful. Let's just be respectful. Okay, it's what we do, it's who we are. Okay, we are having so right here I have a aha, with a little bit of lemon on top. I've fallen in love with that. And then also I'm going to be having a tequila sunrise on the side. Something small. I'm gonna see how much I can drink of it. My tolerance has become low. But because this is gonna be brunch with Busy and Big D, we decided that what we're gonna do is do like mimosas. You can't have brunch without a mimosa. So mimosas and talk Big Brother. So let's say hi to everybody who's in here. Who's in here? Jaquan. Hey, Alicia, Virginia Beach, VA, baby. What's going on? Ohio in the house, New Jersey. Pink Dynamite's here. Eddie said, hey, Busy, what's going on? Okay, so y'all, we have so much to like go over. There's so much to cover. Let me pull up some stuff. Because when I say we have so much that was going on yesterday, like the fees was lit. I'm gonna say this right now. Shout out to let me copy this and put this in a new window. I'm gonna first say shout out to Mel Brown. Y'all know Mel Brown is someone on Twitter. Been on him for a while. Shout out to Mel Brown because Mel Brown really is the GOAT. Okay. Y'all know that me and Taylor Bay were doing house hunting. So yesterday, like we were very, very, very busy. And then, it was tired when we got home. We tried to watch a little bit of Evil, but all in all, we had a time last night. Okay, so we couldn't really, watch the feeds. So this morning, and shout out to y'all. So if y'all follow this channel, y'all subscribe to the channel, make sure that you reach out to me or tag me and stuff. Be like, Busy, did you see? Busy, are you sure? I love it. And shout out to, because I woke up this morning and the person who tagged me was, I'm gonna make sure I'm giving credit where credit is due. The person who tagged me, shout out to Pink Stephanie. Pink Stephanie, she was like, Busy, when you wake up, make sure you catch up. Watch all of these. Okay, so shout out, put your B's in the comments of Pink Stephanie, because she gave me the news of the day. So all in all, let's get down to what's going on. I'm just waiting for Big D to get in here. He looks so happy and healthy. I can never place your accent where you're from. So I am from Rochester, New York. I was raised by individuals in the South, but I am from New York. So it's a little bit of both. We're actually rooting for the Bro Alliance this season, which is a little weird. Like, what's weird is how it's funny how the tables turn. The way that these tables have turned this season is beyond to me. Okay. Black, beautiful Black says, "Hey, Busy, what's going on? What's going on, Shayna? Hey, Busy in chat. All right. I was up all white, up all night watching the feeds. Let's go. The leftover. Okay, wait, let's not spoil too much. Let's not spoil too much. Where's Derek? Oh, when I say I was just about to cuss you out, I was literally just about to cuss you out.
Listen, your accent, I do have to say, it does sound a little southern. When you said New York, I'm like, okay, I can see it's like a mixture. It's like
is.
It's you.
I was raised by the people in the South, but we all live in New York. First of all, everybody, welcome and put your beats in the comments for Big D, Derek Frazier.
Oh, thank you for having me, BusyBlu. I love you.
I told you I would. I love you too. So I did several videos.
Okay.
About our friendship, and I was talking to them because I was saying how you know there's a lot of misconceptions about you, and everything that happened on the show, and who you are as a person, and how getting to know you and befriending you and seeing your character, how you maybe you wasn't the best person in the Big Brother house, and that's a game.
I agree.
But
I agree
you being a friend in real life and being someone that you can confide in, like we could talk for hours. And when you have someone's back, you got their back.
Yes.
Ain't no BSing. When you feel some type of way about something, you really do go with that and you fight for that. And I appreciate that about you. And I want more people to see that.
I appreciate, first of all, let me say this. I appreciate you taking the time to get to know me, because some people just automatically go off of, because you know how when people are fans of people, it don't matter what you say. It's like if you do their person wrong, you automatically are like, I can't stand you.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that I was 100% wrong for calling Tiffany a bitch, calling Azah a bitch, and no matter how content it was, it was never on Azah's part. It was never coming from a hateful place. On Tiffany's part, yes, I was mad at her. I was like, I don't got time for her. Fuck, all that. And I
understood. That's why I became a fan of yours.
And when you're in the house, you're kind of like, you're talking like how you would talk at home, and especially when you're talking, how you talk normally, and being in the gay community and how our lingo is at times, we talk like we wanted the girls, I was definitely 100% wrong for that content. And like I said, I call everybody the B word, even the man. I call Xavier baldhead bitch every fucking day I can. Okay, and call Kylan a bitch straight up because he was a bitch. But
don't do my boo like that now.
I know. But it's all love, and what I've realized is that the way that I might talk at home or how I talk with the other girls cackling and kikiing and things like that, I can't be doing that on live TV. People are going to sit there and be like, "Oh my God, this man is horrible." But the way I play my game is the way I played it. I'm not ashamed of it. I played a social game. I was not a competitor, girl. I couldn't win shit in that bitch. I'm looking at these comments.
I mean, but we couldn't tell you that, bro. The way that you was acting in the house is like somebody need to tell them.
No, look, listen. Let me tell you something. The final straw for me was I'm looking at these comps. I'm like, damn, ain't none of these fucking comps for me. And when that egg competition came up and I lost that one by like this close, I was like, you know what? I just need to take my hit. It is what it is at this point, and realize that I am not going to win nothing in this house. And now I'm looking at Celebrity BB. I'm looking at BB 24, and I'm like, where the hell were all these pie eating competitions when the hell I was there? Because I could have won something. Finally been having some power.
Where were these cups?
I played to my strengths. My strength was being social. You know, if I had to be the pawn, do what I need to do. Yeah. Entertaining and distracting was my game. Do you think I want to cook and clean for these motherfuckers every day? Hell no. But I knew it was the way for me to get through. Me and Ozzy would talk about it. And then, you know, just like I would say, I feel like I manipulated a lot. And that's the part of the game of Big Brother. So I manipulated. And it's funny because, you know, we talk about it in our cookout group. Like Hannah brought it up one day and she was like, Big D had the best ties in the cookout group. Because I was kind of, number one, people wanted to sit next to me. Fine, not a problem. But I also already worked things in the cookout. So when we got down to the 6, I was never going to go home. You know, so, you know, it was just a lot. But I understand where
it's two relationships. Like, I feel like America, they saw it, because we're going to get into that with this group of people.
Yes.
America sees a different side of you that maybe you don't even realize is happening. Like, because you're being yourself. But the cookout, the people, I watch y'all relationship.
Yes.
And like, y'all so close. Y'all thick as thieves.
It's weird because it's like, I understand, you know, and I don't expect nobody from BB23 to stick up and say Big D did this and Big D did that. You know, like I said, we did our ET interview after the game, and you know, Tiffany said that Big D started to cook out. You know, it don't matter because nobody wants to give me credit for anything. The thing about it is that when I watched it back, I fucking loved it. You know, I enjoyed the show.
It was a good show.
I've seen clips of, you know, what people are saying on the live feeds, and I was like, hey, I get that. I get that everybody saw me in the backyard when I had that fucking moment. I'm fucking cursing to myself, but that's why I curse to myself. Like, when you're at home, when you're upset at somebody, you go to the room,
right?
Say what you need to say. I treated it like that, but I forgot there's a million people around and whatnot. Me having conversations with X and things like that, my blow up with Ozzy was so wrong. And it was, number one, I quit smoking halfway through. Number two, the pressure of the house, because people don't really understand the pressure of the house and what's going on. You start getting in your head and thinking things that are not happening, where you go, is Ozzy gonna like, is she gonna take me? Is she gonna take this bald head bitch Xavier? Has she lost her mind? So you start going in your head like, I know she didn't. After all we've been through, no. So,
and that's all you have, though, too. Like,
that's all you have. Else. So there's so many things, but the thing about it was that my intentions were never coming from ill feelings. I apologize to, you know, the two women that I care about and I love, and where I did wrong at. The rest of the loaf of breads, I don't really care about. I'm not apologizing to them.
Not loaf of breads.
And whatnot, but. I definitely, you know, have learned that I can't just be saying fuck that bitch out of nowhere on TV because people are not gonna, number one, they're not gonna relate, and number two, you know, it's not appropriate. And I learned that, and I've tried my best to make my wrongs right. But I think there's a difference in what's going on in the game now and how they're talking compared to how I'm talking about myself, how I was. My intentions were somebody did something, there was actions, there was things that were happening that caused me to get upset, where I know we're going to get into it. I'm not going to jump ahead, where Taylor hasn't did shit and these motherfuckers are so pressed.
Because I became a fan of yours, and this is where the people, they didn't like me for a long time. When Tiffany did that whole thing, she wanted to talk, I can't remember who it was. She wanted to talk to somebody by themselves.
Oh, yes.
It was Brittany.
Wanted to talk to Brittany.
And you were like, no, okay, we can all be here. Yeah. What's the problem? And then and I was on your side the whole time. Oh, and the girls threw stones. The girls threw stones.
I think it don't matter. I think for me is, and I get it. You know, Big Brother is a competition show. I get it. But there's so many different ways to play this game. You could be a person that's going to bowl doors and kick down doors and win vetoes and win HOHs and be in the strong alliance. But also you could be a person like which I know people never want to, you know, sit there and give a brother credit. But like, I played a Dr. Will type of game. I didn't win nothing. I mean, I did win a little money, but that was like, that wasn't the veto. That was just a little money. But also that tells you the type of, I'm going to say it, the type of bitch I am. Like, I was able to walk away with money and still look at these people in their face like,
and the girls are mad. The girls are mad.
I wasn't winning the veto for Xavier. I'm going to take this money and still look at them and laugh. And still nobody was like trying to get rid of it. Because usually when someone goes for the money, what happens?
The girls are mad. Like, we got to get them out.
The girls are mad, but guess what else they do? They send them home because they got
to get them out. They got the money.
Nothing. So it's like, I just feel like instead of, I feel like I played a game that was just a Big D game. I know people want to say he slept, he, you know, didn't do much. Let me tell you something.
I mean, and those parts are true.
Okay, I'll give you that. I just I'm tired.
But I think I think that your strategy did work. Like, I mean, you did sleep.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
But you are like you.
But I was in the cover. I had control over what was happening.
Influence.
Influence. Okay. She's not letting me use the word control for that. That's fine. I'm gonna let her have it. She's like sitting there doing the most stuff. But that's fine. You know what? I'm saying I'm gonna have influence where my hand was in the pot of every single conversation.
Certainly.
Where I knew everything that was going on. If there was a situation where I felt as though, oh my God, I might go home, which was one time, then. And it was already too late for me to even do anything. So I was like, shit. Yeah. But other than that, I made sure I was in every single pot, every single conversation. And then also, unfortunately, I don't know why, everybody wanted to come and talk to me. Everybody wanted to come to that back room. Everybody was
social.
Joker room. So what do you want me to do? I'm going to use that in my power and be like, girl, I'm here for you. Open up. Say what you want to say and use that to my game knowledge as social wise. So it's just like, that's the game I played. Yes. Did I sleep? Yes. All those other motherfuckers slept too. They just didn't fucking snore. Okay. They were knocked out half of the time with those glasses on also.
You slept a lot more though, Big D. We gotta be honest. But I will say, I hope that, and I've been telling like even my viewers, I'm hoping that we get a chance to show them another side of you, because like outside of the game, how everybody else who lived with you and who are friends with you, y'all thick of thieves, and America's still mad. Like, at some point, you got to get over it. And
but they want me to say, but here's the problem: they want me to say stuff that I'm not going to say. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm delusional and I'm a flop. I'm not going to say those things. I'm not that type. Can't say that. I forgot. I'm on.
Amen. Okay, okay.
I'm not that type of person. I come from Philadelphia. The person that I am on the show, I'm playing game mode. That's game there. I don't give a flying F. I'm gonna do what I need to do. But nothing was ever ill intention. As you can see, sticking up for Brittany, sticking up for Ozza when her and Tiffany were on the same page, making sure, you know, I'm helping my best friend in the house to get through. Lost my mind at the end. It is what it is. Came down to the final three. I made that mistake. I owned up to that, and it wasn't easy for me to make my wrongs right with but it took time. Same thing with Tiffany. Me and Tiffany gave me props where she was like, at least I know if you don't fucking like me, you don't fucking like me in that moment. At least I know I'd had to walk out the house going, oh, I ain't know so-and-so didn't like me.
I love that about her. I love that about her.
That's the realness about me. But people want me to sit there and try to say I didn't do anything. Maybe I did a lot. And and unfortunately, I don't expect the cast to say anything, but they will. If you have conversations with them, like, which I know you have, you're friends with a lot of us, you've had conversations with them, they will tell you Big D did do this. They're just not going to say it on the social media because they don't feel like dealing with.
It's too much backlash. It's
too much backlash because you can't tell these 0-1 follower accounts, you know, with a farm animal or whatnot, or saying stuff. You can't sit there and say that.
Now that we on that, okay. So since we on that,
and I'm having a little bit of a tequila iced tea, by the way.
Yes, God. Yes, I was telling them I'm having tequila sunrise without the grenadine. Okay, so let's play a game.
Okay.
There's a clip that has been going around right here with Joseph and Monty.
Okay.
And knowing that you have gotten a lot of backlash, you know exactly what it's like to get out of the Big Brother house. You are a fan of it. We're gonna play this clip, and I want you to tell us what you'll say to him once
Okay.
he gets out of the house.
Okay.
Let me know if you can hear the clip.
Okay. I think I saw this clip too. So if I don't hear it,
because there's some diehard fans that are like, they'll get that it's still on the internet. So like anything you do, it's on the internet.
Man, if they're that concerned with my life,
I know.
wow. I mean, priorities, man.
I haven't seen anything.
What would what would you say to Monty once he gets out of the house and he realizes, because this was a tweet that was done and someone was like, I don't think Monty's gonna like us that much. What do you say to someone like Monty who's like, wow, they're that concerned with my life? Well, I don't know priorities.
Let me say this, Blue. Okay. Let me tell you something. I still have that same mindset that I don't really give a F what people think, like, which I continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a difference. I think for Monty, he doesn't know where he messed up at. And I remember because I was watching the live feeds, him listening to what's that?
Paloma.
Yeah, I forgot her damn name. Paloma. Listening to Paloma and trusting her word over Taylor's word is where he messed up at. Because he automatically believed this crazy ass dimwit girl, okay, over someone who, which I understand. Tell you the truth, he should have just said, I can't trust both of y'all. But he messed up and did that. And then he ran with that. And when he ran with that, I don't like when, I'm gonna say this, and Blue, I know you probably gonna be like, I don't know. I don't like when straight men are using the B word. Okay, they're not really one of the girls.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really one of the girls. You're a straight man. So when he's sitting there saying these B words and saying these things like,
it has a different context. Not that a lot of women like when gay men say the B word,
which I understand.
It has another context.
Correct. I just don't like it, period. Because I had this conversation with Xavier in the house where I said where I come from, and because I'm a gay man, and I also asked the girls if they were all okay with me saying the B word, and they all the girls said it was fine. Yeah. So I've
done it, and my friends have always been like, it doesn't feel wrong when you say it, busy. Like there's no issue with it.
Right. I just don't like when straight men do that. And I had that conversation with Xavier because he asked me, he was like, yo, you using that word, like, and I was like, no, and we had that conversation.
Right.
But the thing about it is that I feel like Monty fucked up because from the get-go, him listening to Paloma and all that. But that clip to me, he's thinking that
when he gets out of the house, what do you think he's thinking when he gets out of the house?
When I got out the house, I didn't realize how much backlash I was going to receive. I thought that at the end of the day, I thought my community were gonna love me. Tell you the truth, I didn't really give a fuck about everybody else. I was worried about the girls, the gays, getting to love me because they know how we are and how we talk and how we read and get people together. So and also I wasn't the typical gay that usually comes on Big Brother that is the Broadway star, and I wasn't that. I was very like, come from the streets. I'm very like how we don't see a lot of gays like me on the show.
Yeah, you gave black gay male, but that's not whitewashed.
Correct. So I feel like they didn't really understand that. Yeah. So I feel bad because I know when I first came out the house, I was thinking in my head, first of all, I'll tell you what went through my head. When we were in the house, which I know you guys watch the live feeds, everyone's saying that America's Favorite Player was going to come down to me and Tiffany. So we had plenty of conversations. So the whole entire time when I didn't get called for that, I was like, oh, okay. So number one, I must have missed something. Something happened. Because I'm standing on
I didn't see something. What happened? Wait, well, hold up.
I'm standing on stage next to Julie, and I'm like this. Do you say Derek X or Derek F?
Oh,
So I knew something went wrong.
it's a different feeling in the house from what we see and what you feel is different.
It's a whole different feeling. Then when you get your phone back, because this is what's going to happen. Monty's still not going to know what's going on until he still gets his phone back. He doesn't know anything. But he might go home early. He might go home before pre-jury and then he'll know everything. But if he doesn't and he's stuck in jury, he's not going to know anything until the end of September. So he's going to have to catch up on everything. Once I got my phone back, I had to deal with a family death that I found out about. And then on top of that, I called my roommates up because I knew my roommates were the ones running my social media. And they were very happy to see me and everything. And then they were like, there's so much we have to tell you. There's so much you have to catch up on. And then I was kind of like, all right, well, let me go through everything. And I went through everything since the beginning of, from the beginning of time. I went through the beginning of when it was announced that so-and-so is going to be on Big Brother, and then went from there. And, I was like really stunned and shocked. But my first thing was to make sure.
Wait, what were you stunned and shocked about?
Oh, how everybody was coming at me.
Okay.
I was really shocked to see how everybody was coming at me. I'm like, did they not understand, or did they not see, or not see the conversation?
Can we have that conversation though?
Yes.
Because this is what the issue is that I have with the people in the house now. And I know that some people had that. Well, I think it was twofold. I feel like you got a bad. I'll say you got a bad edit. They showed you in the light that you were, but then also people are watching you in the same light. Like, I got your link, and we talked about this before. Like, I watch it. I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming from. I saw what y'all saying, and I think I'm taking it out of context.
Correct.
But with this season and with Monty, what he's saying, we are watching all day, every day.
No. This is different. This is completely different. For example, when people are like, "Oh, you came at Tiffany for no reason." No, Tiffany already fucking knows. I told her 1,000 times. I told her about that tone. Okay?
And we all saw
it, but people don't want to. But people don't want to believe it. But guess what? I still love her, and that's
what Tiffany loved about me. I was like, I don't like the way you talk to Big D. I don't like the way you talk to Oz. I don't like the way you talk to Brittany. And she was like, you know what? You're the realest person since I got it. Because I talked to her when she got out of the house. It was me and Jess.
Yes.
That was the first thing I said to her. I was like, I did not like your tone.
Correct. But guess what? And she knows that. So there's a difference where when we're watching this season and them talking about, I don't like the way Taylor's attitude is and how she is. And I'm looking at the screen like this. What is she doing? What is she doing?
I'm missing something.
I'm missing it. I'm waiting for her to do a Tiffany tone. I'm waiting for her to do some slick shit that cause you to go, yeah, I can see why they said that. I'm waiting. Right. I'm watching her like just sit there, and she's very elegant. Like, why? First of all, this is what y'all need to say. If you don't like her and whatnot, all you gotta say is that I feel like Taylor's gonna beat me in this game. She's really confident. I really don't like her. She's probably gonna be really good at like competitions, things like that. Yeah. That's the reason to get her out the house.
Amen.
Not because y'all feel like you
gotta be catty.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say y'all bitches told her to put on this gown and then sit there, and then she puts on the gown, and then you whack ass bitches want to sit there on the side.
Talk about her doing it.
And then on top of that, when it comes down to these men that are talking, they just talking out their ass. They don't even know what they're talking about. They just believe in this little Paloma bitch and running around like, oh, okay, Paloma said it, so we have to believe it. Y'all dumb as rocks.
I didn't understand that.
This whole cast has to be, besides Taylor, this cast was picked from the trash can of people, and I think they were like, it's gonna be really tough to go after BB 23. So
that just hit me so late. Not the trash can.
Let me just throw them in there and just, because this is gonna be tough. So let's just throw people in there. I don't know. People were like, you know what? I'm gonna quit at the BB 23. I don't know what's happening with this group of people, but you know what? I don't blame casting. It's not their fault. Yeah. I just feel bad because you don't know what you're gonna get until you're in the house.
This is not it. Do you think that there's a difference between
And I'm so sorry
because this clip irritates me. But do you think that there's a difference between what, like, the Big Brother fans are concerned about what's going on in the Big Brother house and they hold on to that? Do you feel as if they're as concerned about you outside of the house if you're not talking about Big Brother? Because Monty is saying, if they're that concerned with my life, this is crazy. And it's like, we don't give a fuck about your life.
No, we don't.
We care about you in the house. And then once you're not in the house, we're done with you.
It depends. Hold on, girl, because you ain't gonna care about me, bitch. Okay, you got the wrong bitch. Okay, you go do that with somebody else. Okay?
I don't care.
No one cares about you. You go do that with somebody else. You go do that with me. Okay, I'm still that bitch. All right, don't do that with me.
Amen.
Here's the thing. Yes, it depends. It depends on the person. Like someone like Taylor, we're gonna be obsessed with for a long time.
Oh my God, forever.
Realizes that, which I love it. Like I saw somebody do an edit of the girls the other day of like Tiffany and Hannah and Ozza, and I love it. Me, sometimes I sit there and be like, damn, I should have went in that Big Brother house with a wig so they could have made an edit of me like that. But you know what? The thing about it is that someone like Taylor we're gonna be obsessed with. I feel like when you go into the Big Brother house, and what I have learned is you do have to understand, which we don't understand. So we're hoping that Monty, when he leaves, that he learns that my number one thing is I want him to understand what he did to Taylor. That's the only thing I care about. I don't care about his gameplay. I don't give a I don't care about the whole damn cast, to be honest, besides Taylor. Okay.
Well, there's some nuggets in there. They flip-flop, but there are some nuggets in there.
That's the thing that bothers me, because I don't do good with flip-flop type of people.
Oh, we're the same.
Right. So it's like when I was like, oh, all six of us gonna work together, and I put the cookout together, I'm like, this is what I'm sticking to. Like, this is what I'm gonna lay my ass on the line for. Okay. So I'm just let me get back to Monty, because I'm gonna jump all over the place and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's stick with Monty, because I got a lot of questions to ask you. A lot of people in the chat are like, they think you're very attractive, and if you they can be a partner. So we're gonna get to that later too.
I just put on my story. Actually, I was like, what app should I use? Should I use Grindr, Scruff, Tinder, Bumble?
You look like you would like Scruff. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's get back to Monty.
Okay, back to Monty. We'll get off track. We get off track. Okay, back to Monty. Him saying that statement bothered me because I know what it feels like because I understand.
And you talk about this statement just to be clear. For those who have coming in late, we're gonna play it one more time, y'all. And this is for everybody who we know how the Big Brother fandom is, and for some reason it just seems like him and other Joseph gets it.
I'm just saying. I have said. I don't care what the fans think about me. I hope that they like me. I have said that.
Really? Oh, well, it's fair to not care. Hold on, let's play the clip for those who are coming in late. Hold on, y'all.
Dude, because there's some diehard fans that are like, they'll get that. It's still on the internet. So like anything you do, it's on the internet.
Man, if they're that concerned with my life,
I know.
Wow. I mean, priorities, man.
I haven't.
And you wouldn't have a show to be on if we weren't concerned. But right, anyway,
that is true. I think the problem is, I think what people are missing is that when you go into the show, you do think like no one's like, I don't care what people are thinking. Like, I'm not really thinking about them. But the thing about it is that no one's thinking about like judging Monty on how he's dressed and whatnot. We're thinking about how you treated Taylor.
Your character.
Or how you talked and treated Taylor. That's what we care about. We don't I don't really care about any of y'all gameplay, because to be honest, y'all are not impressing me. I'm not impressed. So my thing is that I'm watching the show because I love Big Brother. We all do. I enjoyed the competitions. I enjoyed the friendships that I made out of it. I enjoyed the opportunity. I enjoy that, yes, it is a show that we can watch 24 hours, 7 days a week, which in reality, girl, they need to make it 24 hours, 7 days a week. I'm going to stop cutting those feeds, okay?
I know. Give us our money back.
They don't have to even do the whole like, We don't even need the show during the week. Just give us the live feeds and do it live. We don't care. Just
Well, we already did that, and BBOT. I mean, I didn't tune into BBOT. I know people keep saying go back and watch it. Busy. I have not tuned into BBOT, so I think I love the little 3 nights a week. Give me something real cute, real quick. If I'm busy at work, I could just go online. Twitter will keep you updated.
Yes. So I would say this. Monty's statement.
He's in for a rude awakening.
Yes, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what we're gonna be like. Why we're gonna be upset. He's not gonna know. He's just kind of looking at it as like, I coming on here. I'm confident, which like everybody is. We're all very confident when we go into the house. We're not really thinking about what anybody's gonna say. You also have to remember, which it's hard and it sucks. Some of us go in there not knowing how in depth the BB Twitter, Reddit, Facebook community is.
Do they not prepare y'all at all for all of that?
No, we understand. Let me tell you something. When we go through the process, they always tell us that, hey, just be mindful. They do tell us to be mindful. They also do tell us like there's going to be a time where like the BB community can be really tough, but no one ever goes into it saying like, you say something, they're going to rip you apart. Like if they give examples, we'd be like more conscious.
I think that would scare more people away though.
Busy, you're making a TV show. You cannot do that. You cannot.
You're scary. That's scary. You gotta be like, yeah, some people are watching, because then they'll scare you away. Because you be like, I don't know if I'll do that.
Because like things that I want to talk. Like for example, I got dragged one time because I'm like, girl, I haven't watched football in forever. Okay, and I was like, oh, my old football player, because I used to love, because he was fucking fine, even though he's fucking a killer and he's wrong. Whoa. I was like, oh, Aaron Hernandez was like my favorite football player back in the day.
What?
Back in the day.
Okay.
So when I said that, right? Hold on, me saying that, I'm just saying. First of all, think me. Yeah, the man is fine. Okay.
Yeah. Amen.
I'm talking about when I was like young, before all the fucking. I'm not watching football like that. Like
I haven't watched it in years.
Oh, years. So when I said that, I'm just talking normally, like I mean you're talking.
Yeah.
And I got dragged that I love a killer and all this other stuff, and I'm like, guys, this is the problem for me. That some people need to like be realistic and understand like. We're talking just like if we were talking at home. No one is saying that I support him, but people run with things that you say, and it sucks. It sucks. But Monty needs to understand, because he's going into it, never not knowing he's probably watched a couple seasons of Big Brother, and also he's probably just like, I don't really care. Like he's probably not big on social media. He's not really into that type of thing. So he's probably just like, I don't really care what people say. It is what it is at this point. But he'll be in a rule of awakening because.
Would you try to help him out when he gets out? I was talking to Jess earlier today and last night, and I was telling her, girl, I hope you text them first. Because someone's going to have to let him know.
Any of these kids' numbers. I mean, I'm not, besides Taylor, I don't. I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying to be nice. I'm not interested. And I definitely want to talk while we're here. I definitely want to talk about the Michael thing. But other than that,
he's in for a rude awakening. We gonna see it.
Yes, he's definitely in a rude awakening. And I think that listen, if he comes out, like when I came out, I was like, I don't really care what the fans think. But what I do care about was how Tiffany, how people felt about, how I did Tiffany, how I did Azza. I did care about those things. I was like, okay, I need to address those things. But I didn't care about what the fans thought about my gameplay. I'll still say it to this day. I don't care about the names. I don't care if people want to say you're delusional, I didn't care about things like that. And I'll still fight, dress it, troll them, just like they troll me and call it a day.
Yeah, but I need you to not, like, as your friend, I think that those are things that at this point, you need to not address, because I feel like your character has been shown through. They watched you on a TV show. They got a new season and new people to attack. You have created bonds with these people. Like when we were in New York, and I remember I texted you like right when we left, and I was telling you like how much I appreciate like That because it wasn't even about me. It was like about the love that you had for Ozza and Tiffany. And I was like, yo, you a down as bitch. Like
I'm a down bitch.
Care for the people you
Let me
care
tell you
about.
something. If Tiffany never if her and Ozza didn't have that thing, and Tiffany never said that black woman comment to me, because I was so angry. And Frenchie made me and Tiffany go in the back room and talk. I would have been like, me and Tiffany would have been good.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, when you walk into the Big Brother house, it's just like walking into a job interview. First impressions are everything. So when you get a first impression of somebody, you hook on to that. So what happens is the girls made first impressions of Taylor, which she never gave those type of impressions. And because I watched closely for 4 days, I wanted to see what happened over 4 days before.
She's just saying and I hate to say it, but the girl is just saying she cries when people feel hurt by her. Like she's the same.
She opened up at the dinner table. That's what I'm saying. So for me is when I look at how these girls are presenting themselves and how they presented this narrative, those are the things that I don't believe in. Those are the things I'm not going to stand by and be quiet about. Like, what you guys done to this girl was wrong and whatnot. And I really think it's messed up, and I feel so bad for her. But
it's hard to
make these first impressions and then pass these first impressions to everybody else. Where someone like me, I would sit there because of my first impression with Tiffany and how I felt, Kylan be like, that's not the impression that I got. And I'd be like, all right, that's on you. That's not on me. So that's what I'm saying. First impressions are everything when you walk into the house. My first impression with Ozza was like, I was in love, Brittany and Frenchie.
But I feel like their first impressions, because we're going to get to this throughout this review, but I feel like their first impressions were skewed because, Kyle talked to her and was like, oh, I saw you and this is what I thought. And now I think this.
Yes. Yeah.
So some of their first impressions did change. Before we get into what's been happening overnight, because this has been this is what we live for in Big Brother community. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about you, what you've been up to. I know we have where can the people, if the girls,
the people, I still have about, girl, I think I sold 2 of them at Oz's event. I got about 3 left.
Because we've been looking for you.
But I made the fans. I love them. They're so good.
They're amazing. They're strong. They're sturdy.
Baby, they're strong. You clacker, you can fucking hit somebody.
Good quality.
Whatever you need to do. Okay? But no, what I've been doing, I recently just finally got a job after looking for 8 months. Hold on, let me speak properly because I have to say with the fans.
Why? Because I don't.
No. I'm just so broke. I ran through all my money. I'm just so broke.
He's looking for who has jobs.
I'm looking for people. So broke. Oh my God, I love that question. I'm gonna answer that, Christian. I love that question. But I recently found a job because I'm trying to be realistic, maybe $85,000. Maybe that's a year. That's a year. Things had to be paid, help my mother, things like that. I don't want to blow through all of it. So I was like, okay, I'm getting down to the wire now. I need to find a job because I'm just having money going out and nothing coming in. Right. Besides when I did the fans and whatnot and the cameos and things like that. But the most important thing is I just been working on myself. I was training a while back.
You're still training now though, right?
I just started back up. I took
I'm excited about that.
I took 2 months off, but then I was like, all right, let me get back in the gym. And then I saw this motherfucking challenge season. We're not gonna get into that. And I was kind of like, all right, well, let me get my shit together now.
Are you gonna let us see your journey, as you start to work?
No, I definitely do. I definitely am gonna do pictures. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be one of those people that do it oh my God, it's been a month, which I appreciate everyone's fitness journey. I appreciate how people do it, however it's good for you. I think I'm just gonna do in the beginning, and then hopefully, you know, by the end of see what progress is by like when BB's over or something.
Okay.
And do something like that. My goal is I still want to be a big dude. I never want to be I'm not gonna be small. I like being a big guy. I just want to tone up the stomach, pull it in, just snatch it in. You know, I ain't got no money for no BBL and stuff like that. And all that. I wish the hell I did.
Okay.
Just lift the titties up a little bit, you know, just tighten things up.
I'm here for it.
On my cardio 100%. Strength is not a problem. I'll body anybody. It's the cardio part I got to work on. So work on that, and then hopefully maybe in the future I get the call for anything. I don't care what it is. I just want to be back on TV to compete and also show people that I am a competitor, and just this time around, you know, do things that are a little bit more physical. I can actually shine and show people that I'm not the weak gay one. Don't get it twisted. So
what about your dating life? Because the people were impressed when they first got here. What's going on with you? Do you like the blacks?
I like everything. But I have a thing. I like beards. I told you that. I told you this. I
can't stand a beard.
I love a beard. I do like.
It's just too much. It's too much kissing. Like because you know, the people know that I like them a little thicker. Like that's just my type. I like them like little teddy bear size. I like them short and I like them thick. But I can't stand no beard. It's just too much roughness on my face, and it's just like I can't get to it.
That's fine. Listen, that's fine. Let me tell you something.
There'll be two beards. Your beard and their beard.
Listen.
Can y'all find each other's tongue through the trees?
Yes,
it's just it's too much.
You're
it's a lot.
It's great. It's wonderful. Let me tell you something. But I will say this: I like guys that are, I'm gonna say, have meat. I like thick. I like guys that have meat. I have dated all type of guys. I've dated black guys. I've dated white guys. I have
dated predominantly.
Hold on, excuse me, ma'am. I have dated a lot of white men in my life. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not sitting there.
I've only dated one. It was a doctor. Outside of that, I've never dated any other white man.
Okay, yeah, I have dated 2 black men, and I've dated about 10 white men. Okay. But not like relationship wise, baby. I've only.
Is it your environment? Why do you think that is, or do you think you prefer them, or you think it's your environment?
I don't think it's my environment because there's almost slipped up. There is black men everywhere. I have to remember that once because I want to talk like I'm from Philly all the time.
We'll talk later.
There is black men everywhere. There's white men everywhere. I think for me is. It depends on, like, I'm open to anything. Like, for example, like I saw this fine ass Arabic guy the other day, and I was like, damn, he was fine. So I'm open to whatever. I'm more attracted to your beauty. It doesn't matter about your race. Like if you're attractive, I'm gonna say, oh, you're attractive. Yeah. Like, you know, like Cinco is attractive. Okay.
Oh my God, he's a god.
Right. We're not gonna get into that. But he, like, when I look at him, I'm like, we already know you know, Kylan, we already know, we know, whatever, right? We know he's attractive, you know.
Cinco was y'all. I was having a conversation with this is like none of your business, but it was me and Azza, and it was her cousin, and we were sitting there, we was having drinks, and then Cinco came in, and he sat down next to me. He was like, you know, we was talking, and he was like, you know, and I just fell in love. And to be honest, I didn't even know.
He's such a nice guy, though. He's such a nice guy.
Oh, because sometimes, you know, being a black gay male, sometimes you feel like, here they go.
Yep. You don't want somebody to think, right? You don't
know. They don't think that you're hitting on them, talking to them. He don't care about none of that. Like he's so cool, and I was melting in my seat. Like I was melting, and then he kept having the conversation because, you know, I wanted to try to keep it short so that he don't think that I'm like talking over him. And he's like, no, we talking. Like, okay, so tell me more. And I was melting. I was texting my boyfriend like, I may not come back. I may not come back. This man's so fine and he smell good.
I know but that's what I'm saying. So I'm more attracted to like how you make me feel. Like I'm like, if I'm like, oh my God, you are so You're so yummy. That's how I look at it. But predominantly the men that I have dated have been white men. It is what it is. It's nothing against my black community or anything.
But you
like
you love them all.
I love them all.
If you're okay, Michelle.
Listen, if you might not be, I have a type. So it's like you might not be my type, and that's okay. If somebody slides into my DM and I find them attractive and stuff like that, cool, we kick it. Let's see how it goes. But I have been very single, just like I said on day one of the Big Brother house, single like a dollar bill. I just think that
what are you looking for in a partner?
Well, I'm 30 now.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking for is just somebody who's like the opposite of me. I don't need somebody who's like me. I need someone who's more calm.
Right. I'm the life of the party. I need somebody who is not.
Yes. If you want the fan, let me know. DM me. I'll try to work it out. I got 3 left. But I want to answer that question that came up before about the impression of Taylor, or somebody asked. But yes, I need the opposite of me. I need someone, because I'm usually the one who does it all. I'm the planner. I am the one who's like, we're doing this. Let's go here. Blah, blah. I need someone who's gonna like love me more than I'm gonna love them, because I'm always the one who's doing the most. I'm the one who's paying for the dates. I'm the one who's taking somebody out. Like, I want somebody who wants to take. Like, I've never had someone ask me out on a date, or especially I'm talking about, like, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm usually the one who's like, hey, you want to go out? Like, I'm the one making
it.
Yeah, and I don't know because like I said, I know I played the top.
You think you're intimidating because you're a very attractive guy?
No, people have told me I'm intimidating, but I have more guys there in open relationships that hit me up, which is not really my thing. I'm not a fan of it. I understand maybe every once in a while I might have a drunk mistake, have a little fun, whatever. But I have more guys there in open relationships that hit me up more than guys that are single. And then I don't know if that's because I'm, like you said, intimidating. Like, my roommate told me just yesterday when we were out at the beach, he was like, you should smile more. But I was like, bitch, it's hot right now. So what am I smiling for? It's 100 degrees out. I can't really do that. But I don't know. It's because I play more of the top role,
I'm shocked. Like, you're a very attractive person. I could see a lot of people coming up to you just be like, hey.
But here's the thing. What I have learned is that a lot of people come up to me, which is fine because I'm Big D. So I'm already in that mindset. But when I go out into I need you to come, like, you got to come out and see like how I am out. When I'm out and about, I'm very like chill. I am very like kiki and laughing with like, you met my best friend Adam. So me and Adam like kiki and laughing, we cracking jokes.
It's so much fun,
Yeah, he's a hoot. So like for him, like we'll sit there and kiki and laugh and stuff like that. And then like in the gay part, I'm very like, like,
I understand.
So people don't come up to people. Sometimes feel like they don't want to come up to me and whatnot. Now there's been guys that have been like, oh my God, you're attractive. And I always say, thank you so much. Like, I think you're attractive, blah, 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 things like that. If I'm interested, sure. But I've never had someone walk up to me. Literally, I'm telling you, so
I
find that because it doesn't happen a lot.
Okay.
I find attractive and it actually kicks off into something. No one ever like comes up or buys me a drink or talk to me, or even on the apps. Nothing.
Sure.
I don't know what it is.
Reach out to Big D.
Really,
give her the love that she needs, because I think you're so attractive. They said, what beach were you at?
Oh, I went to Asbury. I went to Asbury, New Jersey. Which is like close to New York. It's like considered like the gay beach or whatever. So I went there for my roommate Lauren's birthday. So we went there. I don't go to the beach. It's like one time a year I go to the beach. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't like the beach either. I do want to visit a new beach. Have you ever been to one?
A new beach? I've always wanted to go to a new beach.
Me too.
I've always wanted to go. So we'll have to talk about it. We'll have to go together.
Let's do it. I love to be naked.
Girl, you gotta tell me. Okay? But like I said, I think the bars I usually go to, and oh my God, I know people are like, they do not want to hear this conversation right now. I'm so sorry.
Yes, they do.
But the bars that I usually go to is like, you ever been to the Eagle? Like the Eagle is like the Bear Leather bar. Like I go to the Bear Leather day.
Bear Leather?
Yeah.
You know what? I can see it now.
That's what I said. A lot of people don't know a lot about me, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's hard because I
That's
don't
what I said.
know.
You should be on Scruff.
I'm on there.
That's your.
I'm on there, but nothing's coming about it. Like usually, if someone hits me up and I'm like, "Oh my god, they're so attractive," I get the "Oh my god, I just watched Big Brother," and I'm like, this is not the place. If you want to talk to me about Big Brother, hit me up on Twitter, hit me on Instagram, sure, not a problem. But when I'm on
that's hard. It makes it hard now.
It makes it very hard. It makes it so hard, Blue. And I recently just made a Tinder for the first time.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I'm just trying to try everything. I tried to get the Raya dating app that's supposed to be for like the reality stars and celebrities, but baby, I've had this app since October and they still tell you my application is waiting. I don't know what's going on with it. Might be broken. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to work with me. I don't know. Maybe they're like, don't let him in. But you know, it's very difficult. You know, I'm 30.
Well, you're still young. You still got time.
Yeah, but I haven't really had that real relationship yet. And you know, I feel like it's time, you know, and I understand you can't rush anything. You can't,
and you shouldn't.
And I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm enjoying my life as it is. But it's just hard. So, you know, I'm always hoping for somebody to come up that I'm like, okay, I'm interested in. And I do. Fans know. I do go through my Instagram, like things that, like requests and all that stuff. I go through everything. Like today is Sunday, so I gotta clear my phone and go through everything. I check everything just in case something comes along that I might like. There might be somebody in there I'm not following. They might go, "Oh my god, I think you're attractive. I want to hit you up." You never know. So
so hit them up in the DMs. All right, so let's get on to the show. Because I don't got down because we doing house hunting this weekend, so we got to go soon. But
okay, you say you're doing housewives this weekend?
House hunting. Me and my partner were buying another home. Oh, please! It can ruin a relationship. This has been so traumatizing. I like something he doesn't like. He likes something I don't like.
How long you guys been together for?
3 years. We're going out for. Hopefully, he gonna propose soon.
You damn sure are gay. Y'all gays move so fucking.
Oh fast. Yes. Oh, we love each other. Oh, he moved in 6 months. So
okay.
We gay. We real gay.
Somebody asked me about an impression of Taylor.
Wait. Let's not get to that yet. So let's get to what happened last night. So yesterday, we got Kyle, Monty, Joe, and Turner. They have now created the Pound. Okay. And they basically been having a lot of conversations around something ain't right here. I feel like the people have been telling us the wrong thing. Amir, she's a little sketchy, and I feel like we're playing someone else's game. What we are really pulling is that Joseph, fine ass. Oh, I'm on every time he gets on my screen. Joseph is setting it off. Okay, Joseph had a birthday party, and he said, "Now I'm ready to play the game." And Joseph is now putting a battery in people's back and saying, I think we on the outs. And I think something's happening that we don't know about. And I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all can't mess with a showmance and think that the other person who's left is not going to seek vengeance. Right. It was Joseph and Pooch. Okay, that was a showmance. Yeah. And y'all let his man go. And now he was y'all let his man go, and now he got nobody to put their bulge on his back, and now he mad. And he said, "I'm about to seek vengeance."
Not the bulge on the back.
Hey, and to be honest, Pooch was growing on me, and I would love to see it.
I didn't listen. Only thing Pooch was growing on me was that Pooch. That's the only thing. Other than that, I didn't want to hear him talk. But anytime they wanted to show us a little Pooch.
I was loving Pooch.
It wasn't little, but it was anytime they would show us the big Pooch.
I said put that bulge on his back, okay? And we love to see it over here. We love to see it.
We love to see it. But other than that, he wasn't giving nothing else but that, because that voice of his, and I can get into that. It
was annoying.
He was just annoying every time he talked. I was like, "Just girl, please get off my screen, get off my screen, get off my screen." But yes, but go ahead. So continue.
So then we get into where the party really starts to start. Let me take a shot because. Nicole goes into the diary room. And then Nicole comes out of the diary room. distraught. The girl's a mess. Just distraught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. We already know what's going on with her mother. Fuck cancer. We say it all the time. I deal with people who have it in my family. Like the shit is horrible. We already know that.
Yeah.
The problem is she doesn't let everyone know what her issue is. So she goes upstairs and she talks with Daniel. And everybody is still trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
mind you,
oh my God, it must be
mind
her
you,
mother.
Taylor.
Oh, okay. So
Taylor
she's up with Daniel.
What did
and
Taylor
she's
do?
like, I can't. If America feels like you're an a-hole because of what's going on with Taylor, that who cares? That bitch. And when I say they going in on Taylor, okay.
Now,
and Big G, what was going on with Taylor at the same y'all? I'm telling you, this is split screen,
Monty,
same time.
Would you please pray for Nicole's mother? I mean, can we say a prayer for her?
Let's just pray.
Let's just pray. But mind you, Taylor is,
Class
this and that, and she's baby. I wish I can just be. I wish just put me in a box. Give me 1 week of immunity. Put me in the box. Julie goes, I have a surprise to everybody, and just let me pop out of that fucking box and rock all their worlds.
If they ask you to write the zings, like would you do that?
Oh, for sure.
You would?
Oh, for sure. Baby, I would write those things and read them up and down.
Yes. I've been waiting for a black gay to write the zings. I feel like the zings have not been good since Kathy Griffin. Like the
I'm gonna
zings
tell Nicole to let go of that salt and pepper hairstyle, girl.
She does have to let it go. I'm tired of Nicole, and I'm tired of her nasty ways.
Me too. It just, I don't know what I just, when you look at this cast, I just don't understand why it's like why are they meshing like why, what? I don't know. Even with like the casts in the past, when I because I watched everything of Big Brother, even watching everything in the past, I'm kind of like, what?
I think this is similar, but it's interracial in their hatred. So I feel like this has happened in so many seasons. The problem is you got the blacks, the whites, the boys, the straights, the gay. Everybody's now playing into it because this ain't no different from, shout out to my girl Kimmy. This ain't no different from Kim Comeback and the way that they was treating Kim Comeback.
True.
This ain't no different from when they were ostracized. Like anyone, I feel like this is very similar. The problem is everybody's playing into it. Before, you had a couple of people who were of the same race background. If they were older, they wouldn't play into it, like a Cliff Hogg, something like that. They'll be like, no, this is wrong. I don't like that. It's not that serious. No, you got you got Terrence, you got Michael. Everybody playing into it this time.
Who?
You got
my God.
You got all the girls playing into
session. I have been really nice on I have been really nice. I've talked to my sisters, and I've talked to I've talked to my sisters. I've talked to my sisters. I mean the Cookout sisters.
Right.
I have talked to my bald head brother, bitch Xavier. I have talked to Brittany.
That's the only person like I have never talked to in the whole Cookout. Yeah, I've hung out personally with everyone. Even by ourselves, I've never talked to
Xavier. Let me tell you something. You really get to like Xavier's kind of like literally like me, where once you get to know him outside the house, you love him. Like you love him. And I got to know Xavier for who he was while being in the house. So that's why our bond is so tight. That's why it sucked that they didn't really show how me and Xavier were working together since the beginning. Which it sucked. But that's why we were very confused when we would be like, the fuck? Like they didn't show that in the show. Like we were working together since day 2, since the beginning of everything.
But there were more interesting alliances than us. Like y'all wasn't that interesting.
And that's fine. That's fine. But our alliance, because if they would have showed it from the beginning,
it would have helped. Yeah.
It would have helped, our gameplay all the way through
For
to
sure.
show how we were working so many different angles and then checking in with each other to manipulate everybody to get us to where we need to be at. That's what sucked. But that's another story for another day. Who cares? Whatever.
We'll come back.
Right, we'll be back on that one. But as I was saying, I mean, I could read, like, literally, I wish I could read this whole entire cast and get them together, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to be, also, I'm a funny guy. I say what's on my mind. It is what it is. And I also throw shade, but nothing's ever coming from, the only things that are coming from an ill intent is when I say the things like, fuck Derek X, fuck, what's it called? Fuck the people that are fucking with Taylor. I mean that. So, like, for example, the other day, I try to do funny videos or housewife videos or, you know, reality show clips from Love and Hip Hop and things like that. So when I did a clip of, like, Michael, when I said, you know, when Tiffany was on Big Brother and, you know, Celebrity, New York, and I, you know, when she says, you know, Gemma thinks that she has the vernacular.
She doesn't have the vernacular that she thinks she possesses.
Someone lied to her several times, da da da.
Yeah.
So I used that because I wanted to wait. What are we? 4 weeks in now? 3 weeks? Baby, no, we're about 3 weeks in now at this point. 3 or 4, whatever. I wanted to wait because I was excited when Michael was coming on to the show. You know, us gays, I always, no matter
for a gay, the plaques for the gays,
a lesbian, a gay man, I'm always gonna root.
I don't know the lesbians. They've never. I get very.
You ain't gonna get me in trouble with the lesbians. You ain't gonna get me in trouble.
Put me there, y'all. The lesbians be very iffy for me.
I
y'all.
know.
I've always felt they have been iffy for me. What was that lesbian who won the game? The football player, girl. They have very. KC, I remember when I first met KC, she was like, "You didn't really like me that much, girl," and still don't. But they be very they're very iffy for me. They be very iffy. We play a different game.
I agree. I will say this. I agree. I can get that, but no matter what, I try my best. That's why I was so like love Claire and I love Esther Beth, you know, because they were bisexual. They were the closest thing I can have to talk about, you know, the gay community and things like that. But back to what I'm saying. The thing about it is that when Michael was coming to the show, I was so excited because I watched his ET interview. And when he was talking about, like, I'm not going to work with the guys, and he had a little bit more of like, coming in like, when he got in the house, and I don't know, it's part of his gameplay, maybe it is, but I don't feel like it's not because I watched the live feeds and watched his demeanor. And it's okay for people to be shy and nervous and things like that. But I was expecting, when I watch Big Brother, I watch Big Brother because I like people that are winning competitions. If they're not winning competitions, they're giving me entertainment. They're giving me like Andy. Like Andy is like, she's cracking me up because of, I love her accent. Andy is cracking me up because, you know, she's Brazilian. She can't really speak English. So it's funny when she's talking about things. That's why I'm laughing. Not laughing at her heritage. I just love when she talks about things. Like when she picked up the phone. Hold on. When she picked up the phone and said, like, God, I'm asking for another week. Like, I found that funny. Like, that was funny to me.
She's not interesting.
Hold on. Give me a second. I also love that she was sticking up for Taylor, telling people that we should not have to educate people on our blackness, that we go to Google. So that's why I liked her. She's funny in those ways. But I think she's hilarious. No, but she's entertaining. When she's on the feed, I'll watch her. If Taylor's on the feed, I'll watch her. Can I also say this? Even crazy as Paloma, I was watching her. I wanted them to put Paloma on the thing because she was a mess. So what I'm saying is when Michael comes on the live feeds, I'm like this. Bored. So what I'm saying is that I'm not taking away from Michael's competitiveness. He won more than I can even fucking say because I ain't win nothing. He's a great competitor. He's a great gamer. He's gaming right now. The thing about it is that when he came in saying, "Oh, I'm such a Janelle fan, I'm a big diehard Janelle fan," he's coming in. I'm getting off this fan vibe. He's just a fan. So it's like, I'd rather for him to make a name for himself. I'm like, make a name for yourself. Come on.
You think they're overestimating this whole Veto King thing for him?
I don't think they're.
It's 2 episodes.
I think that they're overhyping him. Somebody said it the other day, like how I can't say that because I'm trying to be nice. People were saying that he's overhyped, and I believe that he's overhyped.
It's too much.
And that's why I said the other day that he's boring. Cool, you can win these competitions, but when he gets in the diet room, I'm not entertained. When he's on the live feeds, I'm not entertained. There's one thing about me. You can say whatever you want to say, flop, delusional, whatever. You are going to get entertainment when I was on the damn screen. Something's going to come out my mouth.
If it was laughing with you or at you, we were
no matter what, you were going to get entertained. So even if I'm not winning competitive events, I knew I'm going to entertain and also make a name for myself and be that bitch that people are not going to forget about. True. It is what it is.
You've done it.
So that's what I'm saying. So for Michael, I wanted the whole package because he's like, I'm a Janelle fan. So I'm like, oh, he a Janelle fan? He said he ain't going to work with the guys. Let me see what you're going to do. Right. But I'm not getting that vibe because if he wasn't going to work for the guys, I would have loved it. He was in the diary room like, man, these guys think I'm going to get them. Like, I'm going to work with them. I ain't working with them. They're just balls walking around.
No pizzazz there. Yeah, I think he's more pizzazz than anything else.
I said that I was waiting for the pizzazz. And then people were like, oh, you expect him to be the typical gay. I don't expect him to be.
You don't need to be the typical gay.
You don't need it. That's the problem with BB now. That's the problem with BB now. People wanted me, when people first saw me, they thought I was going to be like Tommy and be like Andy and things like that. They wanted me to be like, this like the Broadway type of gay guy and be like which I love women, but ride or die for the women, where I was like, I'm just here to be myself and show people a different type of gay. And that's why I wanted Michael. I just wanted a little bit more pizzazz. And then people attack me because they're like, Big D, I can't believe. I'm like, I'm just speaking as a viewer.
Yeah, but he's not giving it. Like, Michael's not giving it.
Girl, I'm waiting.
What would if you were gonna answer this question, Big D, if you were in the house this season, what would your impression be of Taylor?
Oh my God. I would have let me rephrase this. I would have been addicted to Taylor like how I was addicted to us.
Same.
Okay. I
love a pageant girl.
Right. So could I have got into it with Taylor if she made it far towards the end? I don't know.
You think that would have manipulated you? Do you think you could have been manipulated to be like how the house is right now?
No.
I mean, because you've been in there.
No, because let me tell you something. Even when I didn't like Tiffany, everyone else loved Tiffany.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Only people that didn't like Tiffany at the time was me and Ozzy, but Ozzy had a reason, and I followed that reason because of my impression when I first had that conversation. And Tiffany was like, what are you trying to paint me out like an angry black woman? And I was like, girl, what? Don't say that on these live feeds. So that's what made me upset from the week one with Frenchie. And then when her and Ozzy got into it, it carried over. And obviously I had Ozzy's back. But other than that, everybody else loved Tiffany, and I was fine with that. It is what it is. Just because I don't like somebody, don't mean that you don't have to like them. But at the end of the day, me and Tiffany are in an alliance together, and this is a big thing. So we're gonna keep on pushing until we get to the end. But the thing that I learned is that there's no way, because I wouldn't need it. I'm such a messy bitch where if you don't like her, just like when people were not liking Britney, I automatically was on defense mode where I got your side.
I got your back.
I would have been like, oh no, y'all, I'm gonna get y'all. I would have been trying to get everybody else because they coming after Taylor.
Yeah, but that's what I appreciate about you.
Yes. That would have kept it real, but there's no way. I would have loved to be in this season. I love my season, of course, but I would have loved.
Let's stick with what you had. We already had you. We leave you alone. Okay, so then we move from there.
Okay.
We learned that we learned that Nicole's really crying. So
yes,
in the diary room, there's a lot of speculation. She's really crying about the fact that she feels as if America may feel hurt by how she's being treated. Do you think, and you've been there, so I don't know how much you could say, would production say, yo, calm down on how you talking about Taylor? Or would they say, hey, you think you're going a little hard?
No, I would say this.
Because she came out crying about Taylor and how America may feel about how she's treating Taylor.
I'm just going off of, I drag Tiffany Battle's braids
Mhm.
in the diary room. And I told Tiffany every time, and she knows that. She knows I told her that. And I would get in trouble because they'd be like, "Stop talking about your diary room sessions." But well, there was one time where I think one of the producers were like, "I don't really get why you don't like what's going on. Why you don't like Tiffany?" And then I explained it, but no one ever told me like you should probably chill out. Like
Okay.
maybe you're wrong about things. That's not their job. They cannot do that. All they could do is just sit there and say, "Hey, I saw you got into it with so and so. Is everything okay? What's going on?"
Yeah. What do you think they could have said to Nicole that she came out crying about this?
If I don't know if so, then maybe they're breaking rules. But if you can ask any of us, no one ever tips us off about what's going on with like number one, someone else's diary room session or the gameplay that's happening in the house. All they could do is just they always start conversations with what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you would say, "This is what's going on," or "What are you upset about?" Or "Hey, I just saw you had a conversation with so and so. What's happening?" And then they might say things like, "Do you think you're, being a little bit out of place, being a little bit harsh?" They might say things like that, like, "Are you being a little bit harsh? Like, what makes you?"
I think she was getting a lot of that because for her to come out crying like that, and the people think it's about her mom, and she's like, "No, it's this Taylor stuff." I'm really wondering what they say to her.
I don't. If so, then I guess they broke the rule to tell them what's going on.
They must have broke something because she came out crying, and the whole thing was about Taylor.
But
it was about how Taylor's being perceived.
I mean, I'm trying to think of times that did I ever come out the diary room crying? I'm trying to think of like.
I don't think so.
I only cried once. It was like a quick second when Frenchie had to leave, and then I cried when me and Ozzy were going through it. But I don't know. It could be just her going in there, and when you're in there, you're literally saying all your thoughts. You're laying everything out on the table. Like you're kind of like, this is what's going through my mind. This is what's happening. Like, and you're kind of sitting there like thinking to yourself, like, am I wrong? And I've been in times where I go, is Kylan playing me?
Yeah.
I wonder him and X working together. I know I put together the Holy BB, all three of us, but are they like, I'm wondering, you could be, you're kind of having a conversation with yourself and all the producers are saying like, I don't know. What do you think? That's all.
Which is smart. Yeah.
Right. They could be sitting there saying that, and Nicole could be questioning all her actions. And
she's trying to blame it on something else. And she looked like the type of girl, but she's acting like it too.
No, of course. But remember in the beginning, she would, at first I had hope that she was going to stick up for Taylor because in the beginning,
me too.
She was kind of questioning when I saw it on the live feed. She was kind of questioning, like, everyone's saying all this bad stuff about Taylor, and I'm just confused.
Well, now she's on the Taylor hate train. Oh yeah, we're gonna condense this because we do have to leave soon. So, so they're bashing Taylor. Taylor's like really trying to bring up mental health. She really understands like what's going on. She doesn't want anybody to feel bad. There is a big, and I feel like we're gonna see this tonight or Wednesday. There's a big fight. The feeds were down. They keep cutting the feeds every time someone talks about it. But apparently there was this fight between Nicole, Taylor, and some of the other women. Nicole's yelling at Taylor, telling her, I had your back. How dare you? I was the one who was on your side. I've been so good to you. How dare you do any of this stuff to me when I was holding you down? We still don't understand what the big explosion was, but people have been chattering around this big fight. We'll figure out what it is later. We actually hear more about it, y'all, in a couple of the clips that I'm going to bring up.
Okay.
The veto competition happens. The people who are playing in the veto are Nicole and Taylor, Brittany and Michael, and Jasmine and Turner. We learned, spoilers, everybody, that Daniel was yelling at her too. A mess.
Yeah, I heard Daniel was yelling. Too.
We learned that Brittany and Michael win the veto.
Yep.
So, but they say that Brittany won the veto, but Michael's adjacent, so he wins as well because it's a duo. Which is it fair to say that he has won 3 in a row? if Brittany won it, but he's on the team with her. What you think?
I mean, did they have to work together or was it individual? That's the question. Like,
so I think it's the one that you pull them up and they have to do the puzzle and they have to run back and stuff. So I think they do have to work together.
If they're working together, then yes, he worked together. If it's something where, for example, like for example, like when remember we did OTEB and like when Alyssa won Veto, Kylan automatically won Veto because he picked Alyssa. That's a different scenario.
But he did, yeah.
That's a different type of scenario. That I wouldn't say, oh, Kylan won the Veto. No, Alyssa won the Veto. You just picked her as a winner, like betting on horses and shit like that.
So we can still give him 3 in a row then.
Correct. So you still got to give him 3 in a row because of the fact that he did participate and he did something in order to get that veto. You know, that's what I'm saying. Because she wouldn't be able to do the puzzle if he wasn't there pulling the rope or vice versa, however it worked out. If there is a good fight, which is great, my thing is that for me, when it comes down to this cast, the reason why I'm saying that was trash is because of how they're treating Taylor. It's true. I just feel like everybody else is just kind of there. If there's some drama that happens, great. Guess what? Great. I'm all here for it. That's all I can look at. That's all I can see it. I can see it as, if there's drama, great. Let's bring on the show. Let's bring on some entertainment because right now I'm watching it and I'm just kind of like, I don't really care for it. Even with tonight, I'm like, am I gonna watch this 2-hour episode? I guess.
Well, it's a blind side. Like you have to watch a blind side. We'll be talking after. Yeah, so then we get to the big moment of the night. We'll try to condense this in 15 minutes. So the big thing that happened overnight. Oh, also Ashley's right. They did say Jasmine was talking about I did pass out. Something was going on.
Oh, down here in the damn I just moved my blonde hair and blue eyes.
We don't know what was going on with her, but the girl said she was passing out. To be honest, they should have had her do a physical test before she's breaking ankles, she's passing out. I just don't understand. Like, it's a lot going on with her, and she needs to go home. She's giving Christmas vibes.
This is what I will say. Number one, the one competition which was okay for people to pass out in was the it was the one where we had to wear the tutus.
You're turning around,
right. So that was hard because people don't understand. I'm not giving Jasmine a pass, but I want to tell people.
She wasn't in no tutu thing. One,
right? But I want to give people.
You're getting dizzy. You're getting lightheaded.
Right. So she wasn't being spinned around. So let me say that so people know. I'm just giving a forte, just in case people don't know. Giving true tea. Okay. So when you're in the Big Brother house, when they're building these competitions, sometimes they put a barrier over the top of the roof, okay? And that barrier, when they're building the comp, is bringing in the heat. It's constricting all the heat. Yeah. So now it's hot as hell in this barrier.
Oh, and I'm sure they put more lights over that.
And they put more lights, and then you're hot in the barrier, okay? Yep. Mind you, we're in the house like all week. Some of us are not drinking water like we should be, getting electric lights and things like that in our bodies as we should. Sense. So when you go outside, you're like, it's just like how it's 100 degrees right now on the East Coast. Yeah. It hits you all at once. You're like this. You're like, wow, I can't hardly breathe in this humidity. Like it's humid and hot. Yeah. So some people don't know that. So trust me, like when we did that dizzy competition, baby, the reason why I was going so fucking slow was because I was like, I might pass out.
Is that the reason?
That's the reason, bitch. Okay. Like my fat ass was going, bitch. Okay. That's the fucking reason.
I love you though.
Because I was trying my best. What the fuck I look like trying to beat Xavier? Okay. Try my best. All right.
I love you. I'm just, I had to ask the question. People want to know.
Listen, let's talk about the egg competition. Give me something like that. Or give me, what is it, Celebrity BB? Let's eat their shit and see what's in it and tell us the Bitch, I cook every day. Why y'all didn't give me that? Why y'all didn't give me that? Why did y'all not give me that? Or give me the, oh, we got to get the letters true or false out the pod. Bitch, I would have been like, true.
Well,
I
we'll
was
see.
the first one.
Oh, I don't know. Kicked you up. That was my bad.
All right,
And you know I love you.
All right,
You know I love you. All right, so y'all. So this is when things started happening. Me and BD, we was talking about it this morning. Okay, I couldn't wait to text him because I woke up and I saw all of this stuff, and like immediately when I watched everything, it's disgusting.
Do you know why? Do you know why everybody got dirty feet? I'm gonna tell you right now. Because they ain't clean this fucking house.
I haven't watched anyone clean. Yeah,
I haven't watched nobody clean. You know me. I'll say this. Everybody, let's get the clean. See, that's what I'm saying. There's so much shit that should have got me kicked out the house. I told these grown ass people to get their asses up and clean.
Yeah, but you know they need someone who's gonna clean the cook, so you got to stay.
True, but also me and Asa was cooking a lot. I was cooking and then I was cleaning a lot.
Trying to smoke you out.
But just another thing, this is what I'm saying. It's the confidence for me. It's the boldness that I have where I'm telling these grown ass people, you going mom, you going to sleep, you going to do this. This is what we going to do. We have a dinner at this time. This is what we eating. I had these bitches together, but it's fine. Just look at Kyle's feet. Zoom into the feet.
Gather the girls. Oh, I will not. But they do look disgusting.
That's because they ain't cleaning. That's because they're not cleaning that floor. Okay. And Turner not. Let me just say this. I know we got to wrap up. Turner not taking a shower. Let me tell you something. Turner not taking a shower. I would have been on his ass. I would have said, "Did you shower today? Don't talk to me. Don't talk game with nobody unless
but
you shower."
But he looked like the type.
But of course. But guess what I would have did? You need good hygiene. Everybody, go. Let's have a.
You get your own bathroom in the HOH and you still not using it.
Thank you, baby. And on top of that, I would have been like this. I would have been having house meetings. I wish they would put me back on Big Brother or give me my own damn TV show. You know, I just can't.
It's coming.
I hope, because I'm just like this. I need to get back on a competition show because I need to get these people together. Because let me tell you something, Turner, I would have been on his. No one talks to Turner until he takes a shower. Did he take a shower today? He can't talk game. He cannot talk game. He can't. No. His breath is hot. He can't talk. Nothing. He can talk. I can smell him.
Not until he takes a shower. Nobody talks to him until he takes a shower.
No, I would have had everybody together. There's no fucking way. Like, look at the kitchen. Girl, please go ahead. Play the clip. I'm sorry.
So y'all, here is I'm not gonna play all of it because I know Big Brother, this is going to be a major part of this week. I know CBS, Paramount, they about to run with this, and I want them to make sure that I get this video monetized, and Big Brother will take a coin like that. Okay, so what you see in this clip is Kyle, Monty, and y'all know how I feel about him. Turner. Michael comes in later, Taylor and Brittany. Basically, what they've decided is that Amira is the one who's leading everything. We're going to listen to a little bit. I hope.
That was nice of them to give her all that credit.
First of all, I will say I found a newfound love for Kyle just a little bit. Because the way Kyle, more than that black man sitting right there with them shades.
Girl, we know Kyle, that. I'm sorry. As I would say, he's a half.
Because I can't take Monty, but the way Kyle was like, you a strong black woman. Strong. Like, he was boosting her up like a black man should be doing he was boosting Taylor up like a black man should be doing. And Kyle can't even, Monty can't even muster up the conversation. But Kyle was like, I remember the first day I met you, you was sitting there, you was on your Kyle was giving her everything that she should be getting because she's a queen.
Sidebar. Monty's having a conversation with Nicole right now. That's what they said.
Are they?
I guess he's seeing through her bullshit or something like that.
Oh, let's hope because he is now. The people have said this is a running joke on Twitter. The people said Monty he would have outed the cookout like immediately.
Oh, baby.
Yes, a mouse. He would have easily went to somebody.
I'm about to say everybody that would have outed the cookout. Let me tell you something. Jasmine would have outed that cookout.
For sure. No,
I had conversations with, I can't say, but I had conversations with some people, and we were like, there's no way we would work with Jasmine. There's at all. I would have gotten Jasmine's. Y'all would have been dragging me because I would have been getting her every 5 minutes. I would have made her look good. That's how bad I would have dragged her. Terrence, what's his name?
Terrence,
bus driver,
disappointment.
DJT, none of them. No, there's no way.
I think none of them you could work with except for
None of them.
Taylor.
But
And the thing was, I feel like Amira was promising at one point. Like, I got to be honest, it took me until this week to be like, okay, I'm really off of the Amira train. Amira was teeter-tottering for me. I was like, okay, I feel like she's getting it, but she's still not. And then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I got to let her go. Monty was out week 1. I thought the man was fine.
Oh, okay. But we all thought he was fine.
And then when he got into the house, and I was like, no, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you. So, y'all, this is just a little bit of Monty telling Taylor, I'm sorry about what happened. Y'all, and y'all, juxtapose this with
somebody just said, hold on. Somebody just said, I want to use the shower upstairs, but there's so many people up there. Turner.
Not that. Y'all, juxtapose this with just put this against. Sorry, because the word's not coming to me.
I would have said that GP 313. I would have said that Turner has to be a half knot every week until he showers. We're wasting.
I hear my boyfriend laughing.
Think about it. We're wasting hot water. He's not using that. He's not using it, so he can use the cold water.
I heard my boyfriend laughing in the other room. Like
I'm telling you.
That. So y'all, put this against the fact that when Monty first went to Taylor, okay, when it was just 2 black people talking, and she was like, "Yo, I was just trying to let you know, and I was just trying to inform you. I was trying to ruffle no feathers." And Monty was looking at her like, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, you said it, and I went with it, and it was just, sorry, whatever. Now that these, and no shade to the white girls, y'all know I love y'all, whatever. But now all these white people got into Monty's ear. I'm just saying the type of person he is. Okay,
yes, that's what I'm saying. No,
I'm not gonna call him something specifically.
Paloma would never lie to me. I would never
ever. Never, ever. She was so true. She was my favorite. And now,
because I really mean this. When this blank man, okay, get off this TV show, and he watched back that first week, I need him to. You know what? I need somebody to set up. I need somebody to set up a conversation with us, the cookout, and those black house guests.
For real.
And we need to have a conversation because I
don't think Monty cares.
Oh, let me tell you something.
I don't think he cares.
That is about right down the road from me, because I will go to Delaware.
Hey, bud.
I was just there. I went to Wilmington, Delaware just the other day to go see Nope, and I will go and get him by his
those tacky sunglasses. Somebody need to take those sunglasses away from him.
I'm just gonna leave it at that if I need to. Okay.
Having some anxiety around like that. We have now gotten a in, right, which sucks. But and out of that group, the guys thing, and that group that has sort of formed
hold on,
a lot
here
of
it is.
Confirmation that whole girls coming after the guys thing, and that group that has sort of formulated. The 2 of you, unfortunately, have been left out of that conversation and out of that group, and has led to the fact that you guys have been on sort of the outside looking in, right? Which sucks, but that is now the reality.
First of all, she came to you and she already told you that a long time ago. And this is what I'm saying. Black women are race loyal, and they stick up for black men, and they sit here and they do their best. And then here you are with these ski goggles, says Atharella, and he's confused. If I was Taylor looking at him, I would be rolling my eyes the whole time.
I would never do that. I would never do that. That's too much. If Ozzy gave me information, or Tiffany or Hannah gave me information
this early in the game,
I would roll like me. I mean, we were giving information to. We had our people that we would give information to, but no matter what, at some point we all got it. We all knew the information. So for him to turn around and take what Taylor already said they were doing and now try to use it in his advantage, he's gaslighting like
I can't stand him. That's some words I want to use, but I'm not going to say it online. but it's jumping out.
Maybe he's drinking the propane, to be honest. That's all I gotta say.
Picture Perfect said my favorite DR edit is you and Azza saying yes to Alyssa asking if she's next since she ain't black.
Baby, that
was fun. I will say Alyssa being one of the last ones was one of the best edits that they did, like for television, because she was like, she looking around, and I felt like she was getting it, but it just wasn't.
No, she was getting it because she really, at first, I think for her she was excited to see how like all demographics were different making it to the end. So she's like, her being, half Latino and stuff like that. She's like, I'm so
excited. I see that. Okay.
Right. She was like, oh my God, this is the first time like minorities have like made it to the end of Big Brother. And then like she was sitting there for a second.
Derek X was gone.
She was like, damn, Claire just left. And then she's kind of like, am I next? And then like we just had to laugh, and I was like, no, girl, what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like everybody look dumb as rocks. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's the type of gameplay I enjoy when I watch it back. Just watching them just one by one, and then like just doing them like how they have done all of us in the past. It is what it is, but guess what? It was nothing personal against them as individuals. We were playing a game, and we were just doing what we felt comfortable with and whatnot, and it just worked out. Like, I'm just telling you, but this I know that. Are you going to show the rest of that clip, or should we jump into the new alliance? Okay,
we're gonna. So the new alliance, because I gotta go. But the new alliance is now the leftovers.
Yes,
and all of them have now formed the leftover alliance. So it's all of them. It's Kyle, Monty, Turner. Who I've heard Turner is still on the fence.
Turner, but this alliance, I love the name, the leftovers. It's just. I realized a lot of alliances in BB history always had to do with food. I don't know why, but maybe because we're all fucking hungry. I don't know. But I think it's cute. I wish that it was like, us working together and they called themselves the leftovers. Like, that would be kind of iconic,
I wanted them to call themselves the outsiders. I really did.
Because the outsiders
that's what they kept saying. They were like, we're the outsiders. And throughout their whole conversation, they kept saying outsiders. And I was like, yes, because in Big Brother history, as a fan, I always want all of the outsiders and everybody who's not in the big alliance to get together and just compare notes. Like, this is where Falte kept fucking up, because we were rooting for Falte, but they just really weren't trusting each other as like an alliance. But it's like, y'all are the outsiders, and y'all need to understand y'all are on the outs and trust each other. But Falte kept effing up when they would not listen to each other. But when they said that they're the leftovers, I was like, okay, I guess.
I'm gonna say this. I like the name. Do I think the group of people are gonna give this iconic this name something to give? No, I think they're gonna.
What? I mean, this move, if they go through it, icons.
No, of course, but I can see Turner faulting and telling Jasmine. I can see him doing something like that. That's the only one I'm worried about. Michael and Brittany are not going to say anything. Taylor's not going to say anything. But I'm going to say it too. I'm going to support any alliance that's going to protect Taylor. If not, then I don't. It's going to fall through. But I just get worried because this kind of reminds me of the slaughterhouse. And what happened with that? Because I signed up for the slaughterhouse, but guess what I did? I said, I'm gonna slaughter each and every single one of them.
Man, time to go. So y'all, we're excited. So remember, Big Brother comes on tonight because we had a lot of the January 6 hearings that took over a lot of stuff. So Big Brother comes tonight, and that's when we'll see who is evicted, which we already know. Spoilers, is Pooch.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to also do the HOH competition unless this is a action-packed episode. Is this a extra episode? I think it's still only an hour, right?
No, it's 2 hours tonight. They got rid of Thursday.
So we will be getting we will be getting the eviction and HOH.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot tonight, and I think we're also getting the the besties twist tonight and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think I have to give it to the production team. They're working their asses off.
For sure.
They're trying to throw everything at this season to make it
The ratings were going down because people stopped watching. They treated Taylor like trash, and across the board, people were like, "I'm done watching."
Well, the first twist didn't work out because of Paloma leaving. So they had to recover from that. Now they're coming up with another twist. I mean, basically what they're doing is, the besties twist is literally just the cookout format, and things like that. But they're trying their best to recover everything, to get their ratings up, because even my friends, and my friends love reality TV as much as I do. Even though they had to live the life of running my social media, they're just like, they love watching Big Brother, but they're like, they just don't like this cast.
This cast is horrible.
Not likable, where everybody in my cast was likable to watch, even if they weren't
Y'all became a family. Y'all were fun to watch.
Correct. But even if not, we still have fun, but we also still played the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm glad that me and Tiffany had that blow up, because I know people were like, there wasn't enough drama, but I was like, they were happy that something happened, So the fact that we potentially might get a fight later this week, great. We need something, because I don't watch reality TV just for fun. I watch it because I want the drama. That's why I watch Atlanta. That's why I watch Potomac. That's why I watch. Oh my god, girl! I just watched fucking Ultimate Girls Trip 2. Everything. I'm loving. It's so good. I mean, I'm loving
Brandy. She is the show.
Baby,
Brandy is the show.
But Dorinda, whatever.
A psycho.
Love her. Obsessed.
Oh my god!
Give her back her apple.
Because it's her house. It's because it's her house. That lady is a psycho.
No, give her an apple and give Vicky her damn orange back. Because Vicky.
All right, y'all, we gotta get out of here. I have to get out of here. Okay, so Big D, tell them where they can find you. And what's going on with your and your.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching. Hey, I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. I saw all the messages today. I appreciate you taking out your Sunday afternoon to listen to my big black ass. You guys can follow me on the Derek Frazier on Instagram, the Derek Frazier on Twitter. Do not hit me up on my dating apps talking about Big Brother. I do not want to talk about those things. And you can also check out my my dual account, joint account I have with my best friend Adam on the Regular Douglas Show on TikTok. And just hit me out. I always answer messages, and I'm on a blocking spree. So say whatever you want. If I don't like it, I block you. This is what it is. So check out BusyBlu, check out the whole fam. I appreciate all the love and support, and I have fun. I'll be back too. I want to do this again. And
we will. We'll try to do this every Sunday. I appreciate you calling me fam. Hey,
girl, sis.
I'm gonna put you backstage for a second.
Okay.
Y'all, I really appreciate everybody for coming to today's brunch with Busy and Big D. We'll try to do more of this. This season has been really, really good. I'm thankful for everybody who came, and I've been telling y'all for weeks how much I care about him, how great of a person he is, and the outside show him is so much different. He's become like a brother to me. So I'm glad that you all get a chance to see a different side of him. So I said, don't block me because he's hot. I'll be sliding to his DMs. He said slide to his DMs. But before we get out here, if y'all all want to know more about me and everything else I've going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch at BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. You can also find me on Twitch at BusyBlu, where this is live. What's going on, Twitter? Me and Big D are about to get out of here. I'm gonna shout out my members. You all stay busy, have fun, stay cool because it's hot on the East Coast. Until next time, see y'all later. What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and we are back.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my